Another wife test, version 11.4.2. I hope you can see it on the screen, and I'm not blocking it with my finger, and it's legible. We're gonna do our Austin route that we usually do, and I'm here with my awesome producer wife / Cindy. How you doing, baby?
Good, how are you?
Good, I'm doing great, thank you. All right, so we've been doing a lot of driving with FSD Beta. 11.4 we've had for what, like a day, right?
2 days.
2 days. Yeah, and you've been using it.
I have been using it.
So while we go on our way to Franklin, which is our first stop rather, tell us a little bit about your experience with, actually we might do a U-turn here. Okay, so it looks like the car wants to do a U-turn. Is it gonna do a U-turn? Is it gonna do a U-turn?
This is the place to do it.
Okay, so it did a U-turn. Is that new?
I don't think I've ever seen it do a U-turn before.
I'm like confused because it usually goes straight. Well, you know what it is? I usually activate it later in the route. That's what ends up happening. Is I usually go later in the route. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted by the U-turn. How's you've been using it the last couple of times, and then which is really a first for you, right? So why did you start using it?
Because I think I'm used to you using it.
Okay. Fair enough.
So I know it's much safer than usual, or much safer than how it's been in the past.
Okay.
But this past update,
yeah,
it's a little sketchy.
Tell us about it. What's sketchy about it?
So, I think it changes lanes a lot for like no reason, and sometimes aggressively like going the wrong direction. Okay.
So it's very confident about the mistakes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, just today, it did like a crazy swerve. It swerved into the opposing lane.
Yeah. And while there was nobody there, and one of my theories as we kind of merge onto here, which very slowly here, one of my theories is that it did that because it didn't see a car coming on the opposite side. So if there was a car coming, it wouldn't have done it. But regardless, it's the wrong thing. You never want to drive on the opposite side of the road, right? Yeah. Has it done anything good? Like you've started using it, obviously, so clearly it's doing something that you find useful. What's useful about it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like outside of that, like the whole weird lane changing thing, I think it's good. Like everything else. Okay. And this is the first time we've used this version in the city, right? Because a lot of the experiences you had were around our parts. Right? Yeah.
There's this one road, this long boulevard that goes up and down Austin and the northern part of Austin called Ronald Reagan, and it goes through like Leander and Cedar Park. And that one, the one behavior I've noticed with 11.4.2 that's weird is that, you remember how it tries to get into the turning lanes when it doesn't need to?
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Which is new.
Well, that's kind of what I'm talking about, too.
Right? Yeah. Like the aggressive, like very confident about making a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe hopefully we'll face it on this version as we do this drive, but it's like literally 2 lanes, 2 lanes going one way, the other 2 lanes going the other way, separated by a huge median. And then you'll have like turning lanes left and right. And then for whatever reason, and say the exit's like 2 miles down the road and I have to make a right or something, it will just hop onto the turning lane for no reason. I'm just going to be in this lane now. Yeah. So like the lane selection in 11.4.2, for us at least, was worse than 11.3.6 so far, with what we've used so far outside of the city.
And also, it tried twice to like barrel through the closed toll lanes.
Yes. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. And what are we doing here? Here it's trying to make we're supposed to be making a right and we're in the left lane. And we have a yellow right turn and it's super confused. So it wants to make a right.
I think you should.
I'm curious to see what it does when it turns green, because it's supposed to be in the right lane.
Yeah, but you can turn right on red.
Yeah, but we're supposed to be in the right lane.
I know. So go to the right lane.
Well, I want to see what the car's going to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I feel like in that situation, I would have just taken over and went
to the right. Yeah.
And then put it back on.
So let's see. Okay, so here it's gonna kind of, okay, it's gonna go anyway. So now what's weird about that is that we made a left and then we have to be immediately on the right. So we only have like 20 yards of road.
Still be able to.
It should still be able to do that, right?
Yeah.
But it completed the maneuver.
It wasn't that difficult to get on the right lane there.
Yeah. Have you noticed yourself being more nitpicky? Like with the versions?
I don't think so.
No?
No. I mean, maybe. No, I don't think so.
I think you've been pretty consistent.
Yeah.
I'm becoming more nitpicky because it's like...
Like how?
Because I just really wanted to behave perfectly in every situation. Mm-hmm. You know? And like, I feel like some of the stuff... Like, I might take it for granted in some situations, but I feel like that's the whole point. Mm-hmm. Is that if we want this thing to actually take over, you have to be super nitpicky everywhere. Mm-hmm. You know, so that there's literally no one that can say, oh, I could have done that better.
Right.
You know? Anyway. We're on our way to Franklin Barbecue. We'll be there in about, call it a couple minutes here, 2 minutes, 0.6 miles. If you haven't been to Franklin Barbecue and you're in the area, please make sure you do. And as you can see, it's raining a little bit. And so we might get a little bit of weather to play with, which will be a fun little test, I think, for this version. And see, so this is an example of, so it corrected its mistake. It should not have been in the left lane.
Well, technically it could be in the left lane, because that's a turning lane as well. You see up there? These cars are...
Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, it's a straight lane. Okay. So it could have, it could have went straight. So it could have been in the left lane. It's just that
lane connects to the U-turn lane.
I thought I saw a left turning thing up there. Left. Oh, it's straight and left. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it could have been there too. So not bad behavior. Oh. So here it changed lanes without even using the blinker. So it drove just like a Texan. Yeah, that was strange. It just switched lanes without a blinker. All right, and then here, we're gonna go up the next block and try to get into the left lane. And this guy almost, it's like, screw you, I'm just gonna, that was really strange up there.
What's wrong with this guy?
Okay, so left lane, and then we're gonna make a left turn here at the light. How's it doing so far?
I think it's doing good.
You feel comfortable?
Yeah.
So there's a blind median. Let's see if it goes around it. Oh yeah. Okay, and we should be in the right lane. So let's see how it handles this.
Why does it have the blinker? Oh no. Are we making a left here?
No, we should be making a left on the next block.
Oh.
So is it gonna make the wrong behavior here, or is it gonna get on the right lane?
I think you need to. I need to take it.
Okay. So, so that was incorrect.
What?
It's going the wrong way.
Why did you let it go the wrong way?
Yeah, because I was curious to see what it was going to do. All right, so it should have been in the right lane, and it just ended up in the left lane and then made a left, which was obviously incorrect. Okay, let's go ahead and reactivate. See if we make it too fast.
Is it still navigating?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it
still
is.
navigating. All right, no one's coming. Car should start going here any second. Very good. We'll go around these little bollards. Perfect. So it's taking us the other way in. You know, this is usually the way we come out. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, with a blind turn here.
Yeah. Oh.
It freaked out over.
Okay, so actually the car did all that. It just stopped for pedestrians. Okay. How'd that make you feel?
I didn't really like the way it stopped, but I guess I would rather it be more cautious around people than not.
Yeah. All right, driving up, and we've arrived to Franklin's in a little bit different route than usual. So Franklin's Barbecue.
There's people eating out there.
You want some?
No.
Should we get some brisket?
Bang bang.
Bang bang.
We just had some breakfast.
It was so good. Let's go to what is it? The where do we usually go to next? It's the place on Congress. What is it called? The Capitol Building?
Oh yeah. The Texas State Capitol.
Navigate to Texas state capitol. All right. On Congress Avenue, off we go. All right. And then now we go to the second. Look at this guy. This guy's happy. He's taking his picture next to the Franklin sign on the left there.
He probably just got out of Franklin's and his life has changed.
Could you blame him? Could you blame him?
No, I can't.
So where is the as far as like smoothness goes, have you noticed any improvements with this one, or is it still, you know, is it still kind of tough to?
I think it's pretty smooth. That's not the problem. It's just it's a little unpredictable at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I do wonder with this version. I have felt some regression in spots for sure. I think this is the first version where, like, for my use cases, it's regressed more than it has progressed. You know, like in the areas that I really wanted to progress, it actually didn't really see much of an impact. Okay, so here's going to be weird because we have to be on the left because there's a blockade here on the right. So let's see how it does. So it slows down and then it moves over. Okay. So pretty good. And we have a lot of road work around these parts too, as usual. So you'll see the car will behave a certain way around. Okay, so it's got to be in the right lane here. It's a left turning lane. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I do feel like it does catch stuff. It is catching stuff faster and faster. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I've been using this thing with you in the car exclusively, right? Like, I don't even drive anymore, really.
Yeah, rarely.
Yeah. You're still confident with your prediction of next year for this thing? You're not sure? Yeah.
My head hurts.
It does? You want me to stop it?
No.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
The show must go.
The show must go. Look at how dedicated producer wife is. She has a headache and she's like, let's keep going. I love you, baby. Thank you for entertaining my my hobbies. Do you want me to stop somewhere, like a pharmacy or something?
No.
No? You sure? Okay. How'd you think they did that? That little maneuver?
It just looked scary.
It looked sketchy.
Yeah.
So what's interesting about these humps is that technically the camera up there has a better vantage point than we do. For those, really? I mean, you think about it. Imagine if your eyes were here.
That's true.
You know? All right, we've reached the state capitol. And, okay, so next one up is, I think Zilker Park. Navigate to Zilker Park. All right. Calculating. Very good. All right, off to Zilker we go.
Woo-hoo.
And then after that, where are we going to go? We're going to go to, okay, it's got to be in the left lane here. There's a car coming behind us, which is going to let pass, and it's going to come, there we go. Okay.
Not
Perfect.
too bad.
No, pretty good. And yeah, with this one, I'm trying to intervene less to really see
what it does.
What it does, yeah.
What it do?
What it do. What is that, prom going on over there?
No, it's obviously ladies' brunch.
Is that what it is? Are they all,
Yeah.
like, wasted from mimosas?
No, they all look cute.
So if you look cute, you can't be wasted from mimosas? You gonna let me go? Good. Good. Okay. Thank you. You just stood there and waited for me. Awesome. Thank you. All right, we got a left turn here. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. In the city, it's actually outside of that little behavior thing that it did, where it took the wrong turn. It's driving pretty nicely.
I'm actually surprised at how like quiet the city is for a Sunday.
Everyone's in church. Actually, no, it's everything's. What time is it right now? 2:40? No, everybody's up. Okay, so here we got a little roundabout. A roundabout if you're from Canada. Let's see how it does. So it's see, I would have yeah. See, just It completed it. There's no one around, but boy, did it take its time. Now, we were talking about this before, the stop sign behavior, right? You say that you're okay with this, right? The car comes to a full stop.
I'm okay with that.
It takes its time, then it waits for a turn, then it starts rolling.
I feel like it waited a little bit too long.
Okay.
There just now.
But if, say the car was like this forever, and like that was the stop sign behavior and it's non-negotiable because of NHTSA and safety concerns, would you be okay with that?
I'm okay with it.
You learn to get used to it and stuff?
No, that's how you're supposed to stop at a stop sign. If a cop saw you like rolling through a stop sign, you'll get pulled over.
Right. I just find it hilarious that the illegal way of doing it is how everyone does it.
No, I think that's just you.
Oh, come on.
I don't even notice it. You notice it, so...
Well, so when you drive...
So are you outing yourself right now?
So you're telling me...
So you roll through stop signs.
I'm not going to say anything that incriminates me on camera. All I'm going to say is you're telling me that you stop like that car just did.
I do.
Every time at every stop sign.
I do.
Can I record you next time we drive?
No.
And you're in the driver's seat?
I don't consent.
I don't consent.
I don't consent.
How about that Succession finale, though?
Crazy.
Crazy.
I called it.
You did call it.
I called it like 3 weeks prior.
Spoiler alert? So we doing a spoiler alert?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
Okay. She called it. Whatever the ending was, she called it. She did, actually. And then I had to steal her ending. And then I actually made it my ending. I took credit for it.
Story of my life.
Yeah.
Take credit for all my shit.
Hell yeah. Why do you think I married you? You're an asset to the relationship, not a liability. I'm going to be stealing your stuff. Come on now.
Half of your content is just...
Well, come on now. Start your own YouTube channel then. Come on now. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you have 1142 or 1142, how that's been working out for you. Like I said, in our area, in our neck of the woods, for me it's a regression because of lane selection. I still use it, but with this version in the city, thus far it's pretty good. Again, outside of that turn, it's been behaving fine. Not a lot of traffic, so it's not the toughest, craziest route that we're taking, but it is. Like, I don't have a problem having it on. You know, it's not one of those. It's like, oh, I wish I was driving. You know, like it's actually, I haven't really found the need to step in and do something. And now we're on our way to Zelker Park, so we'll be there soon. What else? What else do you want to bring up about the self-driving stuff that's been on your mind?
My story with the stoplight and the other car in front of me.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
yeah.
so it was 3 cars. There was a car in front of me and then one next to me on the left lane. We were approaching like a red light. And then the car next to me started slowing down, even though I was way behind because I was trying to go to the left lane.
Yeah.
And this car decided that it was going to speed up past the guy on my left slowing down and then just like stop at the red light. I was impressed. I thought it was really good. It was like a super fast, like quick maneuver.
Yeah.
Like aggressive, but really well done.
And it's the first time it's ever done that.
It's the first time it's ever done that. And I feel like it's something that I would think about doing, but I was also like, you know what, I'm just gonna let the car do its thing. Yeah. But the fact that it did it.
You were impressed by it. I
was impressed.
Yeah.
I was literally like, okay.
And it was with the latest version.
Yeah.
Right? It was with 11.4. It never did it with 11.3.6.
Right.
Yeah. Do you have anything?
This poor guy.
Do you have anything on you?
I don't know. Let me see.
Oh, we're moving. Yeah.
Too bad I do have a couple bucks.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, I feel like with that, that's the kind of stuff that I think will build confidence for people because it's like comfort. I think people will value comfort over safety after a certain point, you know, because once safety is like a given, then comfort becomes the priority, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so I do wonder if the safety aspect of the system is reaching a point now where it's pretty damn good. You know, like have you felt unsafe? Like, even with the mistakes, would you categorize those as unsafe or just really stupid decisions?
Some of them I would say unsafe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You still... Yeah, go ahead.
Like, I don't feel like there's any situation that warrants the car accidentally going into the opposing lane. Like, opposing traffic lane.
There's no situation where that would happen.
No.
Right.
I mean...
Outside of, like, accident avoidance or something.
Right.
Yeah. Even if there's no other cars coming, you still categorize this as unsafe?
Yes, I don't think that should be the case. Unless, you know, again, you're...
Okay. I return
Is
it
it out of
back
memory?
on. No, it shouldn't be. And the one on the roof is not recording either, for some reason.
Why?
Hold on, let me check something. Hold on, guys. Let me I think we're having some technical difficulties.
Troubleshoot.
1 second. The light's still blinking outside.
Oh, it's recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Oh.
But the front light wasn't, which is weird. Okay. So for some reason, the internal, I think my SD card that I'm using,
Is it corrupt?
I think it's corrupted. I might have to get a new one.
Maybe you just have to format it.
Yeah, because this one's been giving me issues. But the outside one, it was the light in the back was blinking, so I'm guessing it's recording.
You probably have to format it because even like my SD cards from my camera, if I don't format it, it still stores like these hidden files, and it takes up room.
Okay.
It's weird. But whenever I format it, it clears it completely.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that when I get home after I pull all the footage out of this one. It's doing pretty damn good though so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that busy in the city.
Yeah.
So I would hope that it would do good.
So you're still confident about next year? I forget if I asked you that question already.
You did.
And?
I think so.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think so. I think...
You think it's going to be sooner?
I do think... What my gut's telling me is that we're going to get an update pretty soon where everything, like, we're going to be like, wow, it's like not doing anything wrong anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's doing these,
That's
like...
going to be wild.
It's going to be freaking nuts. Like, literally, you're going to turn on and be like, okay, it's doing nothing wrong.
Yeah.
What's going on? It's doing nothing wrong. Are you still of the mindset of, like, would you let this be in everyone's hands? Still, like, I don't know. With the previous versions, you were like, I think it's. Oh my god, that was so close.
That was so close.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but this white car in front of us did a Yui, and I don't think he could have been any closer to
like scraping
his bumper against the curb.
Bumper.
And they're just lucky they have a little bumper, little chocolate lab.
Oh, hello.
My god, I thought we were gonna see someone like destroy their bumper on camera.
So close.
All right, we're gonna get into Zilker Park here. It's gonna make a left into the park. This is a new little route we're taking, I guess. We've never taken this route before.
Are you sure you want to go into the park?
Yeah, it'll be easy to come out. There's like no traffic here.
Okay.
Let's see how it goes. Perfect. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's raining. No one's gonna be. I mean, there's some people out, but.
There's people here.
Yeah.
It looks like people are leaving.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 2:50 in the afternoon here on a Sunday in Austin, Texas.
250.
250. That's the time. And we're in Zilker Park, and it's taking us to the park. All right, where do we go next? Should we go to the shopping spot?
Yeah.
All right, where are we going to the shopping spot? Abercrombie?
Yeah, it's in Barton Springs.
Okay.
So maybe just navigate to Abercrombie and Barton Springs.
Abercrombie and Barton Springs. Sometimes I can't talk. I have this thing called my brain sometimes is really dumb. And it's a joke. She doesn't like it when I make fun of myself.
I don't think you should
Sorry, buddy.
Practice negative self-talk, even if you're joking.
Okay.
Because your brain doesn't know the difference between a joke and the truth.
Well, wouldn't that make my point that I have a problem with my brain, if that's the case? Okay, so the route has a UE. The route has a UE, so I'm curious to see if it's going to be able to do it. So it's going to take us right, and then we're going to UE somewhere up there. So we'll see how the car performs that. So I'm actually excited.
Why doesn't it just go left?
Maybe it doesn't think it can make a left.
Well, technically, I don't think you can. It doesn't say left turn only.
I mean, it's a double yellow.
You should totally make a left.
Why not? Let's see if we can do it. It's good.
It's not. It's gonna follow the route. It's gonna go right and then.
No, I want to see if it's gonna do the UE. Is what I'm saying.
Right here?
No, baby. It has a UE planned in the route. Yeah. What? I want to see if it's gonna do a UE. All right, we got a guy in his a little John Deere cruising. Then we got a U-turn coming up in 0.2 miles. What? You're like, take me shopping, hurry up. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's so funny. What's this place? Chewy's?
There's like a bunch of food trucks over there.
Okay. All right, so here we got a UE. So let's see how it does. There's a bunch of obstructions there. So it's gonna, unable to complete maneuver, please assist. Okay, so it's telling me that it literally can't. So I'm gonna see if I can help it along. Oh, so now it's discovered the ability to UE. So now let's see if it's going to do it. Go ahead, do it. I'm not pressing anything. Wow, okay, cool. Okay. I had to help it along a little bit. So it couldn't complete the maneuver without my help. I had to push it along to do it, but then once I pushed it along a certain way, it was able to complete the UE. So this version does do U-turns. It's just, that first one it did pretty well. This second one needed help to complete. And then we'll be at our destination in 2.7 miles. How you feeling? How you feeling, Pumpkin? Your head hurts. Everyone, please send producer wife your thoughts for her headache. Hopefully it has healed by the time this video goes up on YouTube's.
Those doggos are living their best lives. Go.
Do you sometimes wish you were a dog?
No.
So you can just run around in an open field and have people just pick up after you and throw you balls and stuff. Oh, they have beach volleyball.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. Do you think they have to bring in sand from time to time to like
I'm sure.
make sure there's enough sand for the
I would think so.
right?
Like once every few years.
Yeah, right? Because you would think like it would like blow away or people will take it home for their
sand bottles.
yeah. Like the little Zen gardens, you know?
Their little sand collection.
Yeah.
From around the world. Zilker Park sand.
Yeah. Bermuda. Turks and Caicos. Zilker Park, Austin, Texas. Oh, man. We got some beautiful weather here the last few days.
It's always nice in Austin.
Yeah.
Except when it's not.
Well, I mean, we do get incredibly good weather. We're very fortunate.
Especially summer nights, my God.
Yeah, summer nights are nuts. Because they're generally pretty dry. The mornings get really humid. Well, dry compared to the Northeast.
Right.
Northeast nights are...
Not as dry as, like, California.
No.
Or
Like Arizona.
Yeah. Colorado.
Yeah. Definitely way drier than Florida.
Way drier than Florida,
Northeast.
way drier than PA. My God.
Yeah. PA is, Pennsylvania is no bueno when it comes to nighttime. Just humidity in general. Just the weather. You get like maybe 7 days of perfect weather, I feel like.
In PA?
In PA.
Yeah.
The whole
And
year.
then the rest of the year.
Yeah, it just sucks. It's like either it's either cold or hot, or humid. But here, I feel like you get a solid 4 months of like perfect weather. Like
I think more than 4 months.
Like 7, like
I think like 8 months. I think I feel like the seasons are flipped. Like here we.
So this is what I'm talking about. This is not. Is it bad? Hold on. Where are the lanes? Okay, here we go.
Is this supposed to be making a right?
No, it's supposed to be going straight. I mean, it's straight too. I thought that was a right turning lane, so
it wasn't the turning lane. It came back over here.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but it also wasn't marked very well. That's one of the challenges around this area too. Is like the lane markings aren't. Just the road infrastructure could use a lot of help. To be honest.
TBH.
Mr. Biker being safe with his helmet. I like it.
Safety first.
Oh, he's got like a camera. Or like a... What is that? He's got like a hold.
He's got like a cape on.
He's had like... His helmet was like... Looked like 2050. That was wild. Good. We've had full self-driving on. Doesn't it feel normal because we've been using it so much? It doesn't even feel like a podcast. It feels like we're just, wow, this guy was coming out aggressively and the car reacted to it.
I feel like that was a weird reaction though.
Yeah, I would have kept driving. It is kind of like trippy though. Like, how many times have you seen someone like will approach an intersection like 1,000 miles an hour and then like stop?
That's just
at
Texas.
The last second. It's like they forget there's a stop sign there.
Texas. At least he stopped.
Yeah, facts.
We got almost freaking slammed by a kid in our neighborhood.
Yeah, dude.
Just literally didn't even stop. Ran the stop sign. Almost run us over.
We were on foot.
We were walking.
We were walking at our
neighborhood.
Yeah, in our neighborhood, like it's like a area where there's like the pool and stuff.
Like the trail.
Yeah, the trail. And we're just walking in the parking lot, and we're like already crossing the parking lot, and this like teenager just starts just driving right through the exit.
Literally almost run us over.
And runs us over. Didn't even, like, it seemed like she didn't even see us.
Yeah.
And like the car literally crossed in front of us, like maybe like a foot in front of us. She just kept driving.
She just kept driving.
Like no reaction to us. And this is like we were already on there. And she's like making a little left curve coming out. And she had like a solid 3 seconds to react.
Yeah.
And she didn't do anything. We were walking. She just kept driving.
I saw her looking at me through her window, like after she drove past us.
Like, what was that?
We could have been under her car.
Yeah. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And then you're like, we could have just died there.
We could have just died.
And I'm like, I was just so surprised by what happened that I didn't even have a reaction. I'm like, oh, I could have just died. That was interesting. Okay, so this thing is stopping. I'm gonna push it through because this is like ridiculous right now. It should not. It should just keep driving right now.
Yeah, there's no reason.
Yeah, so I'm pushing it along. It shouldn't have done that. It should have just kept driving. So I'm still pushing it along a little bit. Okay, here we go. So in these like weird parking lot situation type things, like here it's stopping, but I'm gonna push it through. Like, again, it's strange. You should just keep driving. It has its own lane. But I'm assuming this type of behavior is going to get solved with thing. Okay, I'm going to turn it off because we're already in a parking lot. So I'm just going to take us to our destination. So how'd you think it went?
Pretty good, outside of the little weird maneuvers.
Okay.
What do you think?
I thought it went pretty well. I mean, I didn't feel the need to disengage it at any time because it, outside of like the mistake. Yeah. Outside of the mistake or two that it made, I still felt like... I felt comfortable. Yeah. Did you feel fear for your safety at any point?
No, not really.
No. It just feels so natural now because we've been using it for so long.
Yeah.
It feels like now that we're just getting really used to the software.
Mm-hmm.
And I think ultimately that's probably the best thing for this is that we feel comfortable with it now. Yeah. And would you encourage people to try it? Like if they have a Tesla, would you encourage them to turn it on?
I think so.
And for people who like don't have a Tesla, would you say that this is a good selling point for the car, or is not there yet?
Maybe not there yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you want to see before you can say, hey, buy a Tesla because it can drive itself? Like, what would be the condition?
I would say even like the little mistakes that they're making right now, like it just, I feel like it's done better in the past, like in past versions, like in those instances, it's done better. So I don't know.
Go to the next one.
I don't know what happened in this one that is starting to do like the weird lane thing.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. I think what I've seen in the past is that if there's a version that is that doesn't make the improvement I expect, or it regresses, usually the follow-up version cleans up a lot of it and then some. Unless they hit like some sort of like maximum, you know, like it like they're like, oh crap, we've reached a point where we can't make any additional improvements, which I really don't think they're there, because some of the stuff it messes up now was doing correctly before, you know. So yeah, so another one, 11.4.2 in the books, wife test. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
I hope you feel better.
Thank you.
Yeah, make sure you like, subscribe. We'll be doing these every time there's a new version that drops. We'll be doing a wife test, and maybe one of these times she'll be behind the wheel, and then we'll see what happens.
Who knows?
Who knows? Thank you, everybody. Love you guys. Love you, baby.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.